The team leaders, at least like in Grand Rapids, we have the luxury of having some extra team leaders, and they're doing ride-alongs with those technicians as much as possible.
Sure.
Without, just shoving the other technicians aside.
Yeah.
But having one-on-ones or having communications or call me on this or call me on that. And,
Yeah.
we're our own in-house tech support. So
Right.
whatever the technician needs, we're there. Right. We have to run out to help them, or if we're with them and helping them on coaching on how to present an option or whatever it is, they're going to learn right there.
Yeah.
From that team leader.
I'd be interested in what you guys said. If you had to give a job description and people are trying to learn from you guys for a team leader, what are the 4 or 5 things they're doing every day to be successful so the guys in the field are successful? I'd just be intrigued what you guys.
I personally just like to get on a personal level with them. I think he alluded to getting in a van and riding with them. Get to know, are they married? Do they have kids? What do they like to do in their spare time? If you can get on that personal level, it makes it so much easier to have that daily conversation with them, whether it's a coaching moment or you have to come down a little harder on them for any reason. It makes that so much easier.
Yeah. You have credibility and trust.
Correct.
Okay. Very good. What else is a team? Is it just support? I mean, are they doing calls and running calls themselves?
They're not.
Okay.
Not in our organization.
Okay.
Our organization, they're all tech support. So it's either technical or process or customer service. Like, what do I do when this happens type of thing.
Okay.
So in our model, with all of the training of non-experienced, you have to have a lot of support built in.
Right.
So the team leaders are vital in that role.
Sure.
Along with the technology nowadays of sending photos, videos, video chat. Like, man, the first days I was a team leader and you couldn't get anything there describing over the phone. It's like, now to have video and photos, it's really just changed that whole role. But
yeah,
their whole day is that type of support, tech support, and then do supervisory things.
Okay.
Like on approving time cards and PTO requests, and they're following up on the jobs on general. Invoices were filled out properly, or we use them in test, whatever.
Are they watching every invoice that comes in, make sure options are offered, club was offered, all that stuff?
Yeah, pretty much debrief.
Yeah. Are they debrief? So I was saying, do they debrief with the tech over the phone?
Oh, not necessarily. Okay. With the technician, but when I start my morning, a lot of the times I like to look at the previous day and just debrief the calls and see, what happened. Is there coaching moments? Is there stuff that we need to follow up on to make sure that, we're following up on that stuff?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. What's the sweet spot? How many techs can a team lead handle?
I don't know yet.
There's a lot of smiling and laughing.
This guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 15 is kind of the number we're hovering around.
Yeah.
We've pushed it up towards the 20. One point, I had 23 as a team leader, and that was a lot. But somewhere in that 10 to 15. So it kind of works out right now as we've been scaling that if we worked to the 15 number, 2 teams up to 15. I could bring in another team leader, bring it down to 10, keep building up, kind of. So we'd hover between that 10 and 15.
Okay.
Certainly, you don't get as many ride-alongs, you don't get as many one-on-ones, you don't get as much touch. So we try to spread out. Not everybody, like Andy had, all the young new hires all in together. We try to spread that out a little bit so you have a little bit more blend. But then again, some team leaders have better technical skills or more knowledge, so then they have the more senior technicians anyways.
Okay. Now, will plumbers and HVAC guys report to a team lead, or is that broken up by trade?
It's broken up by trade.
Okay.
I mean, we certainly encourage our staff to call each other. Like our team members can call any team leader for help. They're just not going to have the technical experience related to the trade. But we can help with process. We can help with what do you do in this situation as a Vredevoogd team member. Like, there's plenty of help there, and we can bounce ideas. We've all seen enough stuff to help, but plenty of manager too.
I was going to say, you guys have way fewer plumbers, so are they reaching out to you guys specifically?
For the customer aspect of things, yes.
But on the plumbing side, like technical?
Yeah, technical, I can't really help a lot with the technical side of things, but with, again, process, customer interaction, things of that nature, they rely on me for the support.
Is that a resource for you for plumbing technical?
He's our plumbing Brian Cassell is our plumbing manager and master plumber.
Okay, well,
So he's got a technical expert.
Yeah.
So all of the plumbers right now, as we continue to grow that department, are kind of duly oversaw, right? No, oversaw. So Brian's the primary technical side of things. Tim, Andy, and Derek are all there to help support. I'm there to help support as we can. But, usually it's more of us asking questions about the technical side of things, and then that makes sense. Cool, let's do it. But sure, Brian's the one who steps in and helps us out there with the technical side of things.
Oops, very cool. The team leads. I'm for people learning, aspiring to grow like you guys have grown. It's a big position. What the people that you elevate into those positions first of all, is it typically a promotion, or that's never an external hire, right? Oh, we will. Okay, so what is that? What are you guys looking for when you're like, okay, we were hiring more, I need another team leader? Do you know automatically what are you looking for the right team leader?
We look at the technicians that we have training our new people. How do those interactions go? How are those newer technicians performing in the field? How are what's the reviews look like? How are their callbacks? How are their processes? And then we're able to kind of know that, all right, that person really has our Vredevoogd way down. So then we're able to kind of look at them, from the promotional standpoint of, all right, maybe they would make a good team leader. I think coming out of the field, you kind of you want to get back out in front of a person's house. Meet someone face to face, get out there and get your hands dirty. I mean, for me, being out of the field was a difficult transition because, I learn with my hands. I think with my hands. So, fielding tech support calls and things like that, that was a little bit of a hurdle to kind of work through. So I think that finding the right people that can transition to that would be a good fit. And then someone that wants to, just help the team grow. Being a technician in the field, I was, for the longest time, I'm worried about Tim and my family. What are we going to be able to do? And then I got to a point where, that wasn't the fulfillment wanted to be with growing the group now. Yeah, I want to bring everyone up to me, and then even surpass just fine. Yeah, I want to start bringing everyone else along. So you're just seeing really who's that team player, who's willing to take the time and invest into someone else. That's really what we look for with team leader and leadership in general. So
Andy, dear, what do you guys say?
Yeah,
what team leaders when you're like, oh yeah, that guy? Did you see how they're interacting with the other guys?
Yeah, I mean, they're already exhibiting those qualities.
Yeah,
they're putting their arm around somebody and showing them how they did something or how they could do a process better.
Yeah,
or they're training, like Tim said. Well, they're a cheerleader for our company already. They want to see grow, like Tim said. I mean, yes, you can see that for sure.
Yeah.